Greetings and salutations. I'm back. It has been a real intense time coming back, or trying to get here anyway. It's been crazy, as I'm sure you all know. Thank you to those 30 people who watched my first one. I know I'm not as savvy as a lot of the beautiful tarot readers here on YouTube. I'm only doing this because I believe in it very much. It helps me navigate my life and how to deal with others, how to deal with people. I am a person who does healing arts, and this is one of them. I've studied psychology. I've also, many years ago, had been to psychologists, but never really got them to understand where I was coming from. Always telling me that I had to do things a certain way, where I believe that you can't really be told what to do. It's more of it has to come from within on how to navigate, how to handle relationships, your ideas, your plans, and looking toward the future. So this is why I do this, because it has helped me. I'm hoping as I continue to do this when I can, because it took me a couple weeks to get here again, I'm hoping that I will get a little more, trying to get out what I'm trying to say through the cards. For me personally, I'm able to understand it for myself, to tell others about it for themselves right now, because this is what I do. I'm also a yoga teacher, so awakening your kundalini is very important to get you to be out of the unconscious into the consciousness, and also be able to use your intuition and trust your intuition. So I hope that I will be able to provide that for you and help you guide yourself into what it is you need to do for yourself. So here we go. So today I am using Dame Darcy. You guys see that? There it is. I also fixed my lighting last time. And I'm alone, so let's see if I get any interruptions by my phone. I have to have my phone on because there's so many things going on, as I'm sure is happening in your life. So I'm using this lovely deck called Dame Darcy. I love it. I love all my decks. I don't have many. I love my Dark Mansion Tarot that we used last week, and then I also have the Iliad Prisma Visions that will come out soon. So here we go. This is Dame Darcy. I love it, especially for Californians, us by the waters. This deck is really awesome. I love it. I will leave a link to her site to buy this deck. She also has a lovely Alice in Wonderland too that I'm going to be hopefully buying in the spring for my birthday, as I'm an Aries. Everyone's, oh, Aries, I know. Okay, so this is going to be for the upcoming new moon in Scorpio, everyone. It's a pretty intense time. I mean, we're, like I said the last time, we're coming out of a time right now where in the beginning of the year we have been wanting to deal with relationships and get to our goals, get to where we need to get to, and we're putting our foot down since February, maybe January, all the way until now. And now where we're at, coming from the new moon in Aries, I believe it was, and the full moon in Aries this last coming, we've come to a place where we're really like, enough already. You know, we're putting our foot down, we're putting boundaries. And now with Libra, Libra brought in justice, you know, karma was collecting. So we're seeing that right now. I'm sure we're all feeling it. And then now we're going into Scorpio, and Scorpio is now bringing in that energy of it's time to deal with these relationships and finally put them, you know, heal them, take a hold of our responsibilities, grow up a bit, you know, get real with things. Enough already. Let's get in reality. So that's where we're at right now. So let's see. Last time I left you, we were with the Hangman, and the Hangman was telling us, what are you sacrificing for? What are you doing that is going to allow you to, you know, again, deal with these personalities, these relationships, right? I'm hoping my little, I got this little mermaidy kind of to go with the deck. It's a lovely deck. I'm really in love with this deck. I already rang in to Spirit, so we already took care of that. And now, I guess I gotta get rid of this. It's not working. It's not working. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what's up ahead. New moon coming. Boy, man, it's been a whirlwind. It really has. I'm not kidding. Alrighty. Still gotta get the shuffle right, guys. Okay, we've got a page of pens. Ah! Oh boy. Talk about communication. Okay. Okay, so far, and the two cards that we've gotten have been pentacles. Okay, all to do with communication. Funny, right? Yeah, so we've got some serious communicating, which is what's going on. The page, again, all pages are signs or messages. It's really saying it's time to step up. It's time, and a page is a young person out of the royal suit. So we're looking at communication. Again, trying to hone in on the future here, and really saying, you know, what the stars are saying, what it means with the new moon in Scorpio is, get your shit together, folks. Let's stop being immature. Let's start taking responsibility for our actions. Let's stop blaming others for where we are or how we got there, or, you know, shit like that. Okay? And the King of Pens is obviously saying, hey, it's time to really grow the fuck up. I mean, seriously, folks. It's time. The end of the year is here. We're almost at the end of the year. This is the time to really put those relationships that have been fractured with family and friends to bed here. Be the one to step up, you know? Really let go of why that person did what why you're here at this point in time in the predicament that you're in. Stop making excuses about it. Let's be the king, okay? Let's grow up, and let's start being a little more mature about things, okay? Let's start putting our foot down on those who think that they can tell us, oh, that's sure that, you know. Let's start to understand what we need to do. It's time, folks. It's time. It really is. Tarot has really navigated me really well on what I need to do in my life. It has changed a lot, along with my yoga practice. So I believe these two things so far, yoga and tarot, is very, very good. You know, you got the mind, body, and soul going on, and learning how to navigate everything. I've had to take on a lot of responsibilities in the family, and it's been a struggle to fix things and get people to understand my point of view in the family. It's just been a whirlwind, so I feel you. Well, Four of Wands. Rational, being rational about things, knowing how to get creative here, all right? Because the wands are creativity, okay, maybe a new project. But in this case, I feel, according with these cards and where we are with the new moon in Scorpio and stuff like that, we're dealing with learning how to pick the right words so that we can be this king and speak correctly, not be full of our anger and our angst and going, wait, you know, reacting to it, people say. We need to really get real. The Four is like getting real, you know, being rational. And we can get there. That's what it says, because the Four is like, you're graduating into it. You're moving into it. You're starting to understand what it is that we need to do here. We understand what we need to do. We understand that the people that we're dealing with, that we're having miscommunication, or people who just don't want to listen, right? We understand that we need to learn how to handle that personality, right? So it's really being real. Keeping it real is what the Four of Wands is in communication. You know, really staying grounded, because the pens are earth, and earth is grounding, and the ground, right? Earth is ground. It's solid, you know. So we need to stay real and grounded. It's very strong, like, get grounded and keep it real, you know. And if we just know those two things with the Four of Pens saying to us, yeah, if you just do that, you guys are all right. You know? So let's realize that. You know, it's not easy, folks. It really isn't. You know, we've got Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto, just all now they're coming forward. No one's retrograding. It's just, okay? And you've got all this energy, you know, different types of energy here, because Saturn is the go, 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 and Jupiter is sentimental and transformation. In other words, let's do this, you know. And Pluto is just this deep inner energy. So, you know, and then we got Mars conjuncting the North Node in Cancer. So that's a balance. That's a balance we got to figure out. Emotional and compassion and all that jazz. Oh, we've got the Ace of Swords. Here's a little bit of this energy. Okay? some air. Yeah, we really need to have, once we understand to be the king of communication, all right, and being rational and understanding what, being creative on what words to use with people so there's no reaction, and being real about what energies, what personalities we're dealing with here, then it becomes this new beginning on the idea of getting our relationships in order, all of us coming together and not fighting anymore. You know, it becomes this new beginning to this understanding. You know, it's all about understanding, but it's difficult. It's difficult, right? I mean, you got to put your boundaries, and then, you know, once you're putting your boundaries up, then people get all you know, get all bent, and the anger comes back, and then all of a sudden we're the page pens again. We're I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you. You know, it becomes that, and you got to grow up, right? So yeah. Communication, it's communication breakdown, as the song goes. It really is. We got to get these relationships in order, whether it be friends, whether it be our families. It's time. We need to fucking grow up. We need to keep it real. We also have to look within ourselves. This is about that. You know, look in yourself. Don't be so quick to be telling people, oh, it's not me. It's not. Stop it. Remember, the other person is you. Yogi Bhajan. Look up Yogi Bhajan, okay? Kundalini Yoga. Maybe I'll put a link down below. Yogi Bhajan says, is one of his many quotes, remember that the other person is you. You're not the only, that person isn't the only one getting all bent, okay? You could be immature too. You know, we're all obviously not understanding one another. There's a reason for that, okay? Let's keep it real here. And again, you can be the king. This has been going off. I'm new to this, so I kept pressing. It didn't record what I just did. So I've I've got all the cards since it went off. So I'm going to try to do this again and hit record, because I've got a Sony A camera and this thing gets cooking. I guess I should get my Mondo camera out for this, because I can't be doing this all the time. That's what happened the last time, and I thought I could deal with it this time, but I'm not hitting record when it cooks. So let's hope that I do this again correctly. It was good too. I'm so sorry. But I already picked the rest of the cards. And basically where I left you last was the these two ideas, your idea and the creativity. It's time right now to get back to that project. That is what the new moon in Scorpio is saying. And what we have, Mars conjuncting with Cancer, it's really saying, move, go get it, you know. But then you have this compassion and emotion that it's conjuncting with Cancer, with the North Node in Cancer. So it's really we feel this energy of, I really want to do, it's the time to do this creative endeavor or project or something entrepreneurially, something that you've been, or that trip you've been wanting to take, something that you want to do that you've had to put on the back burner. Now is the time to do it. We are at the peak of the energy to do that. And that's what these two aces here are saying. It's an action. And we got this last time, if you don't remember, when Hangman came to visit and let us know what everything was about, okay? We got these two the last time, so it's funny that they're back, okay? Then we had the Death card come in here, saying that now's the time for this change, okay? Don't be afraid of the Death card, by the way, for those of us who don't know what the Death card means. It doesn't mean somebody's going to die. It could mean the old you is going to die, that you're finally letting that go. There is change coming, okay? it's very exciting time with this, with change. And also, I don't know if I caught that, but right now it's time to be, be realistic, and not be afraid to navigate this now. We got to keep it real. It's about being rational with others, and this communication that we're trying to say enough. It's time to talk, family. I'm having that situation right now. Family issues in my family, my internal family, is so it's so bad, you guys. It's just we're all like this, and no one is stepping up to bring it together. And even though I make my phone calls and I'm like, hey, let's talk, and they still are like, no, I don't want to do it. At least there's someone stepping up to try. So that is what these two are about. Those ones who don't want to step up, it's a message. It's time for these ones who don't want to step up to be the King of Pens and step up. Doesn't mean that things are going to change very quickly, right? But you're making the change by stepping up. You're being the bigger man, and that's what we need. Someone has to not be afraid of the slap down, of no, and feeling, oh God. Have compassion for yourself. You're trying, and we've got, those of us who you're doing creative endeavors and stuff. It's time. We've got these two aces from last week, from last time. I mean, not last week, but like 2 weeks ago that we did it, and we've got the Hierophant. Don't be, you're gonna stand tall to what you want to do. Don't be afraid to step up and do it. Be strong, be the leader. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because honestly, why tell them at all? Seven of Swords. Why tell them? It's probably better to keep this idea of, I'm moving forward, I really want to make this happen. It's time to keep that to yourself. It's time to keep this to yourself. Sometimes our most beautiful ideas, we just want to go tell the world. Be careful of those people. Be intuitive, Don't tell those people who aren't going to be cool about, hey, I want to go back to my idea. I think I'm going to go back to my idea of creating this idea that I want to embark on. Keep it to yourself, because you know why? You don't need anyone hierophanting, talking crap all over it. You really don't. You don't need anyone to talk shit and negative bullshit all over it. This is your dream. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to step up and make the change. Okay? And keeping it real. All right? Which means keeping it a secret, because they're going to give you advice like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why, you're crazy, blah, blah. Fuck that. You go and be real. You know that you got to keep it to yourself, and that you got to stand tall. Be the Hierophant here. You're your own dogma, and you're going to make that happen. And you are going to make it happen, because look at two, they're back from last time. This is happening right now. This is exciting. It came back up again. Okay? It's happening. I'm excited, sorry. I feel it in myself, because I've been dealing with it, everyone. And once you get that going, once you understand that you need to be your own warrior, you need to step up and be strong, and stay strong, be determined, okay? Keep it to yourself for those people who are, and even keep it to yourself to those people who might, because you don't know if they're going to be talking that shit to that other person that's a negatoid, okay? And just a negativo, And once you realize that, you will be stepping up to the Knight of Wands. You will be on fire. You'll have that fire behind you, your passion, your strength. Okay? So Leo's part of this. That fire, that strength. Okay? Mars energy. okay, from Aries here, because it's all to do with Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. All right? So this is where it's going, and it's an exciting time. The new moon in Scorpio is a little bit, you know, it's a little, you know, I mean, we're in the 8th house. We've got some water energy in there. We've got Pluto, Mars, Scorpio. We're looking at malefic energies, which is over here with the Hierophant, with these two people saying, oh, you think you're going to get that going on? You don't want to tell anybody about your idea. Well, keep it to yourself and move forward with it. Just do it. Because here in the 7 of Swords here is saying, hey, don't be so quick to tell people about what you're up, you know, what you got going here, that you're finally going to go about it. Okay? Because people aren't always that malefic energy. They're not always, you know, people are envious and you know, vengeful and deceitful and stuff like that. And they don't like to see other people having the courage, you know, having the balls to go out and get it, because they can't, you know. Well, they can, but for whatever reason, it's not in the cards for them at that moment. Maybe it's a financial thing, you know, but you can, you know, you can. If you can, you're going to do it. You don't need to tell them about it. You're going to stay strong here. See? So it's an exciting time. I'm sorry that it's going to be shorter now. I'm sorry that I didn't get to pull these up. I mean, I was pulling them up while this was going, but I didn't hit record. So, you know, we have to be careful of the external energies, other people telling us what to do. We need to make the change and not be afraid anymore. Use your intuition. Use your intuition, your wisdom, okay? And you'll be able to navigate this new moon in Scorpio. It's going to get cray-cray, but this is the time to put your boundaries up, okay? Here, all right? This is the time to be the King of Pens, and he did the message, you know, stop listening to everybody else and do you, okay? So this is an exciting time. So until next time, I'm going to be doing some, as I get better at this, I'm going to be doing some, giving you some links down below for some mantras, meditations, because this is a part of meditation, I believe, the tarot. It's meditating how you're going to navigate, how you're going to go through things, how you're going to plan things, how you're going to get there. A confirmation of your wisdom, a confirmation of your intuition of should I do it? And here it's saying go, 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 guys. It's saying go get it. Go get it. I mean, just don't tell those people. They're after it. They don't want to see anyone succeed. It's like, wait, what about me? What about you? I've got a window. I'm gonna take it, you know? And stay strong to it, because it's a scary time, but it's also facing those fears, okay? Facing those fears and doing it, feeling confident about it. This is your first graduation in the 4 here, okay? Stepping up to the 6, you know, and then going to the 10, to the world, okay? It's a beautiful time, and these cards are just so overwhelming and so exciting, because I see it. I also see the struggle. I see the struggle with our relationships and learning how to navigate that as well. I'm feeling you on that one, because I think all year has been a real, like, my relationships have really been, I've had to, like, hermit myself and be the hangman on this, excuse me, because everybody is on this trend of, oh, you're not doing it right. Oh, I can't really associate with you because, you know, when you're an artist, people are going to doubt you 100%. That's just what we deal with as artists. I believe that I'm the kind of person that I'll just keep going, and I don't tell anybody anymore. about my ideas. I'm telling you, no one I know that watches this anyway, but I'm telling you, I have to do this now. And I notice that when I hide or keep it a secret from myself, I move forward, all of a sudden magical things happen. So it's best to keep your endeavors, this idea and plan and creative endeavor to yourself. Okay? And the change is happening. Okay? I'm just doing a little, what I do. And, you just don't tell anybody about it. Yeah, you got to be strong. Because they're going to be talking crap. Be strong. Be the Hierophant. Go, I'm sticking it. I am sticking to my own dogma here of me. How I do things. How I view how I should do it. Not what you're saying. Okay? What I feel about myself. And I'm strong about who I am. Okay? And then you are going to move up. You're going to go. You're going to take the frick off. See ya. Okay? So until next time, have a good new moon in Scorpio. Navigate it. New moon for me in Scorpio, the Scorpio energy has been good for me. Even though it's considered a very, in the 8th house and kind of malefic and idleness and, just kind of staying in one place and dwelling or whatever. It's all for me as an Aries. It's been a good energy for me. So yeah, really, really navigate this, everyone. And remember to go after that dream. Right now's the time to do it. Right now's the freaking time to do it. We got this last time, remember. Okay? So, like I said, I'm going to be doing some Kundalini. I'm a Kundalini teacher, and I really want you all to awaken your Kundalini, meditate. I'll probably be giving you some meditations soon to be able to incorporate the tarot so that you can get your answers on how to navigate and direct yourself. Okay? So until next time, have an exciting week. And I'm going to try to do this again very soon. Stay true to who you are. You're a beautiful person, and don't you ever forget that. Namaste, Sat Nam, many blessings, and ciao.